We might be a little biased, but that's okay. We live here, folks, don't we? Some of the most beautiful wild spaces in the world are right here on our First Coast, don't you think? That's especially true in the Seven Creeks Recreation Area in North Jacksonville. It includes the marshes, the waterways, and the Timucuan Preserve, which is what made it especially distressing to learn earlier this year that that area was being used as a dump site by local polluters. The discovery of the dumping of waste from porta potties led to a high-profile arrest. But as On Your Side's Ann Schindler has learned, some think the penalty falls short of what was promised.
The truck goes in, full of 700 gallons of raw sewage. The truck comes out empty. Investigators responding to the scene found the smell of urine overpowering, the ground littered with toilet paper and condoms. Samuel Octravis Jones was charged with 2 counts of felony dumping and 2 health nuisance charges.
This was just blatant disrespect for the law as well as for our environment and everyone that lives downstream.
St. John's Riverkeeper Lisa Reineman says the dump site, just yards from a tributary, puts the river's health at risk.
Sadly, this activity is happening, throughout the St. Johns River watershed and throughout Florida.
In fact, Jones admitted he dumped there before and that he learned of the spot from other sewage haulers. The company he worked for, Floater Sanitation, fired him immediately, a spokesperson said, and paid about $100,000 to clean up the site, noting there's no cost under their contract with JEA to empty the trucks. He called the illegal dumping pure laziness. Jones hung up when we called, but his attorney, Nathan Williams, agrees, saying his client was, quote, stupid and lazy, and just the one who got caught.
It's just repeat behavior. If the penalties are not, if they're just a slap on the wrist, then it's not a deterrent.
State regulators initially boasted about the case as proof they were, quote, holding perpetrators accountable. But Jones spent just 1 night in jail. All but 1 charge was dropped, and even that one was a withhold of adjudication, meaning no penalty unless he violates probation.
To see this announcement and the significant resources to do the sting operation, but the fact that it ended up with a slap of the wrist, that's very concerning.
Ann Schindler, First Coast News, On Your Side.